Yo, I got some things on my mind today, y'all. We gotta talk about it. We gotta chop this one up. I got some things to talk to you about. Let's get it started right here. You knew it was coming. Ow! Amazing Eric Sports. Today's show's gonna be deep, y'all. We gotta talk about something with fighters we never like to talk about. So before we get it started, before we talk, you know I gotta warm it up. Let me warm it up about 5 seconds. Let's go. Manny, what you gon' do? Your boy Freddie Roach trying to look out for you. He wants you to retire too. So Manny, what you gon' do? It's your boy Amazing Eric with Amazing Eric Sports. We got one to talk about today. This is something we never like to talk about with great fighters. Is it the end? Is it over for Manny Pacquiao? Y'all ready? We gotta talk about this one, man. Let's chop it up. Amazing Eric Sports, y'all. Let's go, man. You got something to say?
Yes, always remember, it's just sports, baby.
Good job, sweetie. What's up, sports fans? It's your boy Eric with the Amazing Eric Sports Show. I'm back with another one. Listen, we here at the Amazing Eric Sports Show, we appreciate you guys, all you ladies that are coming around, liking, leaving comments, subscribing. We appreciate it. We're going to be here every day, baby, bringing you this hot sports news. All right. Today, we have to talk about something. We have to talk about an article that we saw on BoxingScene.com. I will be placing that link in the description box for you. This article talked about Freddie Roach wanting Manny Pacquiao to retire. If not now, definitely after the Horn rematch. Also saw great videos on this from 78 Sports TV to Ticket TV. Salute to you guys, man. Keep up the good work. Keep leading the way for us. And like I said in the intro, we're going to get into some things today that might not be comfortable to any of us, because it's not just going to be about Manny Pacquiao. It's going to be about all of our great fighters that we loved when they've come to this point, when they get to the end. And what we're going to start doing here on the Amazing Eric Sports Show, when we're talking about combat sports, we're going to go in rounds. Today we have 3 rounds for you. We have 3 rounds that we want to get through. Round 1 will be Freddie Roach thinks it's over. Do you agree? And round 2 will be, this happens to all great boxers. And the final round will be simply entitled, how should we remember Manny Pacquiao? Okay, let's get into it. Round 1 coming up, Amazing Eric Sports. Let's go. Okay, round 1. Freddie Roach thinks it's over. Do you agree? I have to start this right here. I have to start this by giving props to Freddie Roach on this. I'm going to tell you why I need to give props to Freddie Roach right now. Boxing history is littered with people, managers, trainers, promoters who say these words. I care about this fighter. I care about him. I hope he has a life after boxing. I want him to be able to enjoy his kids. Freddie Roach is actually putting his money where his mouth is. That's right. I said he's putting his money where his mouth is. Reason I said that is because Manny Pacquiao is Freddie Roach's biggest client. He's his biggest moneymaker. So for Freddie Roach to come out right now and say, hey, I think this is it. I think this could be it. If you're going to do the Jeff Horn rematch, fine. But after that, that's it, because I don't want to see you get hurt. That shows us something. Kudos to you, Freddie Roach, for that, because a lot of people say that, but when it comes down to the rubber meeting the road, they never actually step up and do what Freddie is doing. My personal take on, do I think it's over for Manny Pacquiao? I'd like to say yes. And that's not necessarily because I think he has nothing else to offer in the ring. I personally want to see these guys, all of them, get out before they just go all the way over the edge. There's no sense when you get to a certain point to take beatings like that. I think Pacquiao should go back, refocus if he's ready, and if he's going to be mentally prepared. He needs to refocus and try to win his strap back from Jeff Horn. If he can do that, he needs to ride off into the sunset. But the thing is, now I've always mentioned on previous videos, the Jeff Horn Manny Pacquiao fight reminds me a lot of Floyd Mayweather Maidana 1. When they came back for Floyd Mayweather Maidana 2, you could tell Maidana just wasn't in it as much. Maidana was toward the end of his career. Maidana was not the dog he was in the first fight. Maidana was paid. He was a millionaire. He built a farm with some goats and some cattle. He did his thing. The second rematch, he wasn't as hungry when he didn't attack Floyd the same way. Jeff Horn, on the other hand, is just now on the precipice of what he feels is something great. So I think Jeff Horn's gonna attack. Listen, Jeff Horn's calling out Earl Spence and everybody. Jeff Horn still wants to fight. He's gonna attack Manny the same way, if not harder. So Manny needs to know this. If you're gonna take on Jeff Horn again as your last fight, Manny, be ready, because Jeff Horn's gonna bring it. Okay, round 2. Now, round 2 is going to get a little bit touchy. Buckle your seatbelt, because I'm sure there's going to be a picture of, a mention of, or something's going to happen in round 2 where it's going to be mention of your favorite fighter, one of your heroes past his prime. Let me start by saying, in no ways are the following images or anything meant to be disrespectful to these great, all-time, iconic fighters. Okay, people, here we go. Now, one thing we have to say about the sport we love, boxing. It's just like a lot of things in life. It has an amazing, amazing, amazing side to it, but then it has a darker side to it. Boxing has an ugly dark side, and this dark side usually happens for its stars at the end of their career. Mid-30s headed toward 40s, when they get over the hill, when they're shop worn. Boxing turns on them and becomes very, very, very ugly. Here are just a few examples. Let's get into it. Let's start with the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. We love Ali. I'm the greatest of all time. I'll beat Joe Frazier. That man, we love him. We remember him as this glorious icon because that's what he is. He's a star. He's a shining star. But Muhammad Ali actually ended his career in the ring looking like this. And again, I know that's harsh, so we're going to get past it. Other fighters, the great Sugar Ray Leonard, who to me was the original golden boy. Yes, he was. The original gold medal golden boy. Of course, we remember him like this as Ray Leonard. But Ray Leonard also ended like this. Again, bad image. We're going to keep it moving. The great Roberto Duran, Hands of Stone. I wish I knew how to say it in Spanish, I would. But I don't want to mess it up. And we all remember Roberto Duran as the great warrior we should remember him as. But lest we forget, he ended still fighting looking like this. Man, tough. But anyway, what about this guy? Iron Mike Tyson. Come on, man. This guy, people were glad to pay $55 to watch 2 to 3 minutes worth of action. People were just jumping off $55 to watch him fight for 2 minutes because he was dropping everybody in the first round. We remember him. Iron Mike Tyson, the dog, I'm gonna eat his kids. That Mike Tyson, that's what we remember. Mike Tyson went out like this. Okay, enough of that, because I don't want to do that anymore. So this is really what happens to all great boxers. They all go this way. We can keep going. We can show pictures of your Roy Joneses, even guys like Floyd. He stopped messing with the top guys. He doesn't want to do that with the top guys because he knows he's at that point now. So he's going to try to pick his thing with Conor and get his money. Get your money, not mad at you. Every great boxer gets to the end right here. Manny Pacquiao was no exception. So Manny Pacquiao fans, don't take it personal. This is just where he is. He's had a great career. Every great boxer goes this way. What I want to do right now, because this is important to me, I want to bring back the images of these greats. I want to run them back in their prime one more time. Because this is the lasting impression I want you to have, not the other one. Let's go back in their prime. Let's just do it real quick. Bear with me. Look at Ali, the greatest of all time. The one and only Sugar Ray Leonard. There he is. That's a bad man. Your boy, Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran, bringing the pain. And to finish it off, Iron Mike Tyson doing what Iron Mike Tyson does. This is how they should be remembered as the true legends and icons they are. Okay, last round. How should we remember and view Manny Pacquiao? This one's deep because it can go in a lot of different ways. We have everything. We have the negative things where we have fighters like Paulie Malignaggi, well, commentator now, the two-time champion, who still speaks about his suspected drug use. What he suspects is Manny Pacquiao using performance enhancers. We still have that. So that is out there looming. So some people are going to remember that. There are also people that are going to remember him as an icon. And that's where I want to start. The icon. As a minority myself, as an African American, let me say this. It means something to have someone come up through society, come from the bottom, work themselves up that you can look at. And say, wow, this guy did it. That means something. So we have to remember this with Manny Pacquiao. This man is their icon. He's their Muhammad Ali. He's their Joe Louis. He's their Michael Jordan. That needs to be and deserves to be applauded. He beat the odds. He came up and he made a superstar of himself. We have to give him props for that. Now, it is easy to look at the other things that come along with that, with all the other negative connotations that have come along with that. I'm not gonna act like those don't exist. With the horrible attacks on Tim Bradley, with the horrible attacks on Jeff Horn, I'm not gonna ignore those. Those suck. Those are whack. But we have to look at the whole of what Manny Pacquiao was to his people. The man was a hero. Strike that. The man is a hero. Is, as in the current sense of the word. He is a hero. Now, as far as the boxer goes, I personally think Manny Pacquiao was the second best boxer of this generation that just closed. I'm going to get that to Floyd because I think they decided that in the ring. So, Manny Pacquiao was the second best boxer of his generation. An all-time great. Speed, angles, power, gave us a lot of great wars. So me, myself, what I'm gonna choose to do is try to remember Manny Pacquiao was that as his career winds down here. I'm not gonna try to focus on or let his legacy be some of his horribly insulting and degrading and even racial at sometimes fans. I'm not gonna do that. I think he deserves better than that. Because I know he has fans who aren't like that too. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let that man have his place in history like all the legends who shed their blood in that ring deserve. So how will you remember Manny Pacquiao? Will you remember the good things? Will you be focused on the things like Paulie Malignaggi? Do you have your own arguments? Maybe he didn't fight this guy at that time. Now, the number one on that list of this generation did the same thing. He didn't fight the people at the time we wanted him to fight the people. That seems to be the tone of the generation. But how will you remember Manny Pacquiao yourself? Hit that comment section and always remember, sometimes we're gonna agree, sometimes we're gonna disagree, sometimes you're gonna love me, sometimes you're gonna hate me. But at the end of the day, it's all love. It's just sports, baby. Emaze and Eric. Peace.